That's the first time we I think we wrote a song based on drums. Yeah, like creating our own loops. Like we like the idea of using loops, and we thought the way to, I guess, make everything feel futuristic was to reinvent how we would write a song. And we liked how people, will take loops and then kind of make stuff out of it. But what if we created our own loop and then manufactured that like within Pro Tools and in the studio? And once that beat came about, it really it showed what the song wanted to be. And then the rest of it, I think, was just written on piano.
Yeah, Rob. Gerard and Rob. I think we had like a little bit of a sketch with that loop, and then the next day you came in. I think you had a chorus in your head.
Yeah.
And Gerard and Rob. I remember me and Mikey were hanging out in Rob's living room. Yeah, Rob was playing piano. Yeah, I mean, they just. I remember them working for maybe like an hour and a half to get the chord progression right for the chorus, and. That's one of my favorite songs. I love the sentiment in the lyrics. I mean, the chorus lyrics are so universal. Just like, use your voice and do something. It's so, I think it resonates. It's going to resonate a lot with people. It's, and I think it's one of those songs too. It's just very direct in its message, and like we've been talking throughout the week. Like it's kind of like your challenge to people, to open up and do something or say something or be something.
What I really love about that song is, to me, when I heard that song, it became apparent in my head that there are no rules. Like, we can do anything.
Yeah, that song's very different for us. Yeah. But what was cool, with that one too, like no one had any fear of it.
No.
It was just like, because it was so, I think immediate, like how it made you feel.
And it kind of, in a weird way, felt like Vampires Never Hurt You. It felt like the first song kind of we recorded. In a weird way, it had this kind of minor progression that reminded me of Vampires, which was awesome. I mean, and to me, the notion of the word sing means so many different things. It could be firing a ray gun, or somebody that's so excited they're yelling out of the window of their apartment. Like, that's sing. Like, a guy in the street, talking about the government or something with a mini PA. That's sing. Like, and sing means so many different things to me. I'd seen lots of imagery in my head when I wanted to call the song Sing. And not just singing, which is obvious, and that's one of them for sure, but it means so much more. Sing is kind of like yell or anything else. Express.
Such a simple idea, but it goes so deep.
Yeah.
See, these songs, that was really fun. These songs were written so early on in the revisiting of writing a record, if you will, that I think that's why we were so open to try all these new things and really just let it be whatever it wanted to be, as opposed to reining it into like a comfort zone, because we weren't sure that we didn't know we were writing a new record at that
right,
point.
We were just songs,
totally true.
And that song is something that we've talked about for years.
We've always flirted with it. Like, like Vampires could have a little bit of that feel. To the End on Revenge, and then Sharpest. There's always these songs we've kind of come close, but never gone.
Put your toes in the water, and then you're like, that can work.
It's too cold.
Yeah, it's too cold.
It's too warm. It's too nice.
Yeah. On that one, we just jumped right.
Yeah, we did. Clearly, just jumped the fuck in.
Yeah, it was like really late at night, and the more we were getting into it, the lights just kept, we just kept hitting the lights more and more.
Oh, yeah, you needed it dark.
Everybody was pogoing.
Yeah, the drummer who recorded with us, John, we tracked him with the strobe light in that room, turned off all the lights, put a strobe light on. That's the only way you could play it. Yeah. But that song's great, it's, again, like he said, it was that, the only way that song would have worked, the way it does is because we didn't have a rule on what we could write. And, we ended up making like a really catchy, hooky, aggressive, loud dance track, and that was the only way we could have done it, so.
But it sounds like a rock band playing a dance track. Like,
hell yeah.
That's part of it. Like,
it's so loud. It's one of the loudest. Yeah, it's like one of the loudest songs on the.
It has more electronic sounds than any song we've ever done. It still sounds more so like a rock band. I mean, and lyrically, there's a lot of keystones in that song too. What I'm trying to say, there's a real Rob pointed out, there's a real vendetta in this song. So you don't really get to hear dance or club music like that has an actual purpose or a vendetta. It's just talking about, I don't know, a relationship or something else abstract. But Yeah, it's like I'm clearly pissed off about something, but it's great. Like I'm happy about being pissed, I guess. But yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I think those lyrics are super, like some of the most powerful in the album, I think.